Helix on a cylinder. What is cylinder? So this plane is a classic example of a cylinder. Okay. So when we are doing this construction, we should know very first how to draw the front view and top view of a cylinder. Okay. Once we learn about orthographic projection, then it will be very clear where to draw the front view, where to draw the top view. Okay. But I'll tell you how to make it. Very simple. So if we have a solid, cylinder is a solid, and whenever any solid is to be drawn, it is always a good idea to draw its top view. Now if it is a cylinder, what is its top view? It is a circle. And what is its front view? A rectangle. Okay. So it is always a good idea, or it is a convention, that first we will draw its top view and then we will draw its front view. So how to draw the top view first? Top view is a circle. So how to draw the circle first? So for that purpose we need the dimension of cylinder. Now cylinder, how many dimensions a cylinder can have? A diameter of a circle and height of the cylinder. Okay. So usually in problem it is given the axis height of cylinder is given. Axis height means height of the cylinder itself. Axis height may be given, let us assume it is 100 mm, and the diameter of the cylinder, the diameter we will take 50 mm, 50 mm. 50 mm is the diameter. So now we know the dimension. We will start how to draw the front view and top view of a cylinder. So as I mentioned, very first we will draw its top view. Okay. So top view of a cylinder. Now I tell you one thing, that the front view of any solid is drawn above the XY line. Assume this as XY line. So we will draw the front view, that is rectangle, above the XY line, and top view, that is the circle, below the XY line. Okay. So how much distance? So from XY line, or else, okay, let it be. So the diameter of the circle is 50 mm. So how much is its radius? 25 mm, right? So 25 mm radius. And if we draw the circle should have the distance of 10 mm from the XY line. So at what distance I have to draw the center line? 35 mm. Very good. So at 35 mm we will draw the center line, horizontal center line, and the vertical center line I will draw from here, because we have to draw the axis of cylinder as well. Have you understood? And then from this you take the distance of 25 mm and you complete the circle. So now we have drawn the top view of the cylinder. Okay. So you also draw the rough sketch with me. So finally it will help you to complete the final sketch. Okay, just rough sketch with me. Have you understood up to this step? That after 10 mm below the XY line, at a distance of 10 mm, we have drawn the circle having diameter 50 mm. Clear? Now what we will do? The external point of the circle are the diameter. Okay, so using projection line, thin line, we will project them up. Okay, and what is the axis height given? 100 mm. So from this point we will measure 100 mm and we will mark 100 mm here. So let us assume this is a distance of 100 mm. So we will complete the front view of the cylinder here. And we will make this also dark. Now there must be a question in your mind that the top view is drawn 10 mm below, but the front view is drawn on the XY line. Why? So any solid is always kept on a surface. any surface, maybe on a table, maybe on a ground. So the front view, whenever you will observe it from the front, क्या नजर आ रहा है? What is appearing? That it is kept on some surface. So this is the surface. XY line is a surface, and on this surface we have drawn the cylinder. But top view, the top view is drawn from some distance. So I will clear this concept in orthographic projection, that how much should be the distance from the front view and top view, that I will make you clear. But always keep in mind, top view below the XY line at some distance, maybe 10 mm, 15 mm based on the space availability, and front view on the XY line. If it is a solid, the rule is valid for all solids. Clear? Now we are doing the construction of helix on a cylinder. So we have drawn the front view and top view of a cylinder. Now what are the essential things? As it is a cylinder, now take an example, if it is a cuboid. If it is a cuboid, take an example of any box. How many corners it have? Cuboid? 4 corners. 4 vertical generator. They are named as vertical generator. Now this is also a cuboid. Is it clear? So this is known as generator. This is known as generator. So how many generators does it have? 4 generators, right? So how many generators does a cylinder can have? Infinite. Infinite generator it may have, right? Because it is having a top view as a circle. So what we can do, in case of circle, we will divide the circle in equal 12 parts. And now when everyone knows how to divide the circle in 12 parts. So we will not repeat the construction. Still I will tell you, take the distance equal to radius in your rounder, keep the point on any corner and cut on both the side of circle. So we will have the arc. Keep the rounder here and cut the arc on both the sides. Then you keep the arc here, cut the arc on both sides, keep the rounder here and cut the arc on both the sides. And what we can do is, using very thin line, you can even join the opposite corners using very thin lines. The lines should be very thin. Is it clear to everyone now? Now what we will do? We will mention this point as 1, this as 2, and likewise. See, I am always telling you, numbering is very important. Numbering, if you don't give number, it is very difficult to do the construction later. Have you understood up to this step? You also draw the rough sketch with me. Okay? Now what we have to do, using drafter, you project, we have projected point 1 here. Okay? So this is 1 dash. Why 1 dash? In front view, we give the notation with dash. This is point 7 dash. And the top surface also, we will give some other name here. So we will, okay, we will repeat the name 1 dash, 7 dash. We may give different name also, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We can give that also. Because top surface is having separate circle and bottom surface is having separate circle, right? So now we will draw a vertical line. So these are known as projection lines. These are the projection lines. 7 point is projected here. 1 point is projected here, right? So 2 and 12. We will draw the projection line using thin line. And now 2 point is here. So this point is named as 2 dash comma 12 dash. Have you understood this? Yes. 2 and 12 are on same line. Now similarly 6 and 8 are on same line. So we will mark it here, and this is 6 comma 8. 6 dash 8 dash. Is it clear? Now can you tell me what about these 2 points 3 and 11? So we can draw one line here and we will mention 3 dash comma 11 dash. What is the name of these 2 points? ये कौन से हैं? 4 and 10 dash. ये कौन से हैं? यहाँ से 9 से लेती हूँ मैं डायरेक्टली. 5 dash comma. Is it clear to everyone? Now The same lines we will extend here. Using drafter we will draw the same lines here. Is it clear? We are just projecting the top view towards the front view. Now, are you understanding the concept of generators? In case of cuboid, these are the generator. It is visible to our eyes. But in case of circular cylinder, you must be having a container with you. So, if this is a container, these generators are visible to you, isn't it? These are visible. Now, are these visible to eyes? At least 12 we have located. But we have given double name. Why? Because you are viewer, you are here. So 3 generator will be closer to you. But opposite to 3, there is one more generator. So 3 and 10. Are you getting why the double names are there? So that is the reason behind it. Up to this, have you understood?
Yes.
After this, what is helix? Now, have you observed the screw? Okay, on the screw there are threads. Okay, the threads are cut in a helical fashion. A small helix angle is given and they are either moving up or either moving down. Even the cap, pen cap is provided with threads and the threads are moving up. So that path is a helical path. Okay, and then that helix we have to draw on a cylinder. How the threads are provided. So for that purpose, there is a simple construction method where we assume that a cylinder, just assume that we have a cylinder here and this cylinder is provided with one thread only. Now what is pitch? What is pitch of thread? Assume that we have a thread, we have a screw like this with a head like this, screw head, and these are the thread on the screw. Backside portion, again one more teeth. Are you getting? So this dimension, it is known as pitch. Are you getting? This is the pitch and this is the single helix. This is the complete helix. So it is starting from here and it is ending at. So you are aware of pitch. So similarly, I try to draw one thread here. So now I have created one thread here which is starting at the top and ending again at the end. But if I cut this cylinder and if I open it, how does it appear? Like a diagonal of a rectangle. Now it is a cylinder, but if we cut it from one end, it appears as a diagonal of the developed cylinder. What is this? This is the development of a cylinder. What is meaning of development? You cut the solid from any one lateral edge and you open it, it is a development. So a thread or this helix appear as a diagonal of this cylinder. Is it clear to everyone? So to do the construction, we have to draw the development of this cylinder. How to draw the development of a cylinder? Now I'll ask you one question. If this is the cylinder, if this is the diameter of the cylinder, how much will be the length of the developed part? How much this length? How much is this length? 2 pi r, pi d. Yes, circumference of the circle. One complete turn. So it's very, and how much is its height? Height is equal to height of the axis, whatever given in the problem. Is it clear to everyone? So we'll try to draw the development now. Everyone, please focus. So here I will remove it. Here we will extend this xy line and we will try to draw the development first. So to draw the development, I will have the projection line of height as it is, and at some distance from this, we will draw the first generator 1 dash. And from 1 dash, how much will be the distance? Equal to pi d. This is again 1 dash because we have cut from 1. 1 will appear twice as we have cut it. It will appear twice. And then this is the distance I will mention here. This distance is actually pi d. So the diameter is given to you 50 mm. So this is pi d. You calculate it and you write it. it is 157.07 mm. Okay, so this is pi d. Now the screw thread appear like a diagonal of the development. So using drafter, you join its two opposite corners. Is it clear to everyone? Diagonal. Now we got this view of the thread. Now we have to draw it on this view. So what we can do is we will develop this. We will divide this line into 12 equal parts. 12 equal parts. Last time we have done the construction, you must be having the distance with you, or else you can do the line division method and you divide it into equal 12 division. Remember, we have to divide it in equal 12 division. I will divide it in equal 10 division. So this is 1 dash, 2 dash, continue with the naming, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, 12 dash and again 1 dash. So while giving naming, 1, 2, like we have to give. Have you understood up to this? It's very simple. We have just drawn the development of the cylinder. We have drawn the diagonal. Actual screw thread we have drawn. And then we have divided it in equal 12 parts. Now what we have to do? Just using drafter, it's very simple. One line is touching here. So from one line, we will draw a line, horizontal line here. Understood? From 2, we have drawn the line. From 3, we will one more line. From 4, we will draw the next line. From 5, we will draw the next line. From 6, the next line. All the construction you have to do using very thin lines only. Then the line of 7, then 8, 9. I will draw the lines here and then we will transfer it. 10, 11 and 12. So simultaneously we will transfer then 8, line of 8, then line of 9, then line of 10, line of 11, line of 12. See, so we have marked this point here. So this is line of 1. Now the construction will begin. This is the procedure, these are the steps. Now we are getting the point for making helix. This is the line of 1, first corner 1, and we have 1 here. So this is P1. This is line of 2. Where is line of 2? This is line of 2. And we are getting 2 also from here. So this is our P2. Here we will get P2. Then this is line of 3 also. And this is line of 3. We will get P3. Then P4. Then P5. P6. P7. You have to give the name to the point also. I am not writing it here. You write it in exam. Okay. After 7, we will get 8. Then 9. Then 10. Then 11, then 12 and 1. Have you understood? It's very easy after this. Then how to join them? From 1, you draw the curve like this. A very smooth curve. Smooth and sharp curve. And 7 onward, the curve will go on the back side. And I know the invisible part should be drawn using dotted line. A bell-shaped helix. So this is the construction of helix. Now which dimensions are important? Pi d we have given. Then we will give the axis height also here. Axis height is 100 mm. Then we will give the diameter of the circle, which is given 5, 50. And finally, we will give name to the curve, that is helix. Entire construction using thin lines only. This is the way to draw the helix. Any doubt in this? Is it clear? So everyone, you follow the step. Very first, you draw the circle. Step number 1. Then you draw the front view rectangle. Step number 2. Then divide the circle, mark all the point, and step number 3, you draw the development of a cylinder. Okay? Start. Everyone start.